Hello, grade 6. Welcome back to Nelson Math, chapter 9, section 2, multiplying by 1,000 and 10,000. We're using our place value charts again, and just as a quick review, we can put 10 of the tenths into the ones. So the ones would be 10 times bigger than the tenths. We've learned that already. We've talked about that numerous times, but I'm just reviewing it so that you understand exactly what the tenths is. As another review, we could put 10 ones into the tens. We could put 10 tens into the 100. We could put 10 100s into the thousands. So these are all things that we've already talked about, but I'm just reviewing so that we're all on the same page here. And if we want to go onto this side of the place value chart, we could put 10 hundredths into 1/10. So let's read the question here. The CN Tower is 1,000 times as high as a model that is 55.3 centimeters high. How many meters tall is the CN Tower? So this tells us that this 55.3 is 1/1000th of what it actually is. And what it actually is 1,000 times bigger than 55.3 centimeters. So let's see if we can take this and multiply it by 1,000. But we're going to multiply it by 10 three different times. So if I multiply it by 10 once, then I have my answer. Then if I multiply it by 10 again, that's like by multiplying it by 100. If I multiply it by 10 again, that's like multiplying it by 1,000 because 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000. So here's my 55.3. If I multiplied it by 10, my 3 tenths becomes 3 ones. My 5 ones become 5 tens, and my 5 tens become 5 hundred. So we multiplied it by just the 10 that time. So now we could put a 0 here. So now we're going to multiply it again by 10. So I'm going to put a 0 there, multiply tenths by 0 tenths by 10, it's still 0. So 3 ones times 10 would be 30, or 3 tens. 5 tens times 10 is 5 hundreds, and 5 hundreds times 10 is 5,000. So I've multiplied it by 100 so far. And let's just check to see if this makes sense. So here's my original number. This number is in centimeters. So if I multiplied my tenths by 100, I would end up moving the tenths times 100 into here, into my tens. And there it is. There's my 3. So 3 tenths times 100 gives me 3 tens. And let's go back to the ones in my original. 5 ones times 100 gives me 500. 5 tens times 100 gives me 5,000. So now I'm going to add one more column here because it won't fit on this. So let's add one more column. So I have my 10,000s column. We're going to multiply it by 10 one more time. So if I multiply, let's start from the left this time. If I multiply 5,000s by 10, I get 5 10,000s. If I multiply 500s by 10, I get 5,000s. If I multiply 3 10s by 10, I get 3 hundreds. 0 ones by 10, I get 0. 0 tenths by 10, well, it's going to be 0 the rest of the way. So this answer here is 5 10,000s, 5 thousands, 3 hundreds, 0 tens, 0 ones, 0 tenths. So I'm going to recopy this one down here. So I've rewritten it from expanded form in my place value into 55,300 centimeters. We could leave the answer this way. This answer would be accurate. However, we are going to convert it to meters. We know that 100 centimeters fits into 1 meter exactly. In other words, 100 meters is equivalent rather 1 meter is equivalent to 100 centimeters. So to get the number of centimeters from meters, you multiply it by 100. But to get the number of meters from centimeters, you divide it by 100. So we could leave it like this, or we could say it's 553 meters. So our answer to this question is 553 meters. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.